Hello and welcome to Altenew's July Video Hop. As always, since this is a video hop, like, share, comment, and hop along to enter the fabulous giveaway. We have amazing products being released, but today in my video, I'm going to be using the Craft Your Life project kit, Windows to Stillness, and show you a quick, simple card with a sunset scene in mind. This kit comes packed with amazing stamp set with lovely sentiments and the silhouette tree images, the stencil set which helps ink blend 3 different scenes, and then the die set to create a variety of windows with cushions and a windowsill. It also comes with this textured embossing folder, and what I love about this is you can use both the embossed as well as the debossed side for your cards. Now for my card today, I have used just that arch window with the grill and I cut that with purple wine cardstock, and I'm going to be using stencil number 3 to create that scene through my window. So just laying out an A2 piece of cardstock that's 4¼ by 5½ inches and lining up stencil 3 and just using that die cut window to reference just to know where I want that window so that I ink blend on that portion. I don't want that arch on the top, so I'm going to use the mask and lay it in and use my satin masking tape to cover that. I begin with Sunray ink from the bottom. So the idea here is I want the lighter color at the bottom, a mid-tone, and then the darker at the top. So I move to Chamomile and then I will move to Snapdragon. I'm just creating a nice golden warm sunset for this scene, and I am teaching a class in August using the same kit, the same supplies, but building on to create a variety of sunset scenes. The idea is to just use different color combos and create a variety of sunset scenes and beautiful window scenes. So I am just blending everything in, making sure I keep using the die cut because I don't want that straight edge ink blended on the top. I want that arch. So I do keep bringing in my window just to see where I want to stop. Now I am ink blending the sun right at the bottom, offsetting it. So I'm using the same mask to hold it down in place so that I don't ink blend outside of that window. And using the blending brush which has Snapdragon, I'm just going along the edge to create a tone on tone effect yet give that sun some depth and dimension. Now moving on, taking the panel on my stamp wheel, I am going to stamp the branch that kind of falls from the top, and I want it to lay right there on top of the sun, so creating a beautiful silhouette image there. Once I have it lined up, the remaining portions of stencil 3 help ink blend the flowers once I have stamped this branch. Now you could also use the stamp itself and add flowers. There are 2 options. You can add the branch and then stamp the second time with the other stamp to add the flowers, or you could ink blend. I'm using obsidian ink for the black because that gives me a nice crisp result. And while I'm here, I decide to stamp my sentiment as well. I'm using pause, the bigger word, and then a sub-sentiment right underneath that to create a nice, effective, serene scene, a clean and simple card. So going ahead, stamping that with obsidian ink, I have my sentiment and the stamping part done. And going back on the sticky mat, I am going to use burnt red and add red flowers to this particular branch, which ties in with that warm golden sunset that I have in mind. So it's as simple as that, mixing and matching the various products. This comes with tiny birds, and I'm just using my blending brush with permanent black ink and ink blending those birds, adding them in the scene. Once that's done, there's pretty much nothing else to do. I am going to use liquid adhesive and glue my window down. And that's what I like about this, a clean, simple card, and you can build so many scenes with just this one kit. I decided I wanted a black card mat, so I just take my panel to my paper trimmer and trim off. So I then end up with a 4 by 5¼ inch panel so that I can mount this on a black A2 card mat using liquid adhesive. And that's about it for the card today. I am going to now share cards that I've created using the other products from this release just to inspire you all. So here is a closer look at this card. Simple, less colors, an effective warm sunset. And here's a look at the 3 sunset cards I will be teaching in my class on August 8th. All the details are in the description box below. The idea is to show you how one kit can be used to create so many cards. Here are 2 cards with Build a Garden Blossoming Trio, one using just the stencils and one using the stamp and the die. These 2 cards are with Craft a Flower Gerbera Daisy, just different colors and compositions. This one is with the Jack Pine Tree, and I ended up making 3 cards. On this 3rd card, I've paired it with stencil art Where Nature Meets Home. This one is just using the stencil art set. This card is with the Mini Delight Special Delivery. Moving on, here's a card with Snowy Footpath embossing folder and Forest Friends die, and one just with the embossing folder. This one features the Lush Botanicals poinsettia. This one, the decorative frames paired with Holiday Adornment stamp and the berries die. And the next 2 cards just using the Holiday Adornment stamp set with holiday messages. This is Scenes in a Sip, and I have created 2 cards using that set. This one features the Winter Woodland stamp as well as the die set paired with the Essentials die set and the Winterberry poinsettias. On that note, I hope that this video has inspired you with several ideas using the July release products. Until the next time, take care and bye-bye.